Hello everyone, it's me, the Expletive, and today we're doing what was a Tenno Part 1, and before we start, hey, narrator, oh my god, Belle, why are you breaking the fourth wall now? Why not? It's pretty funny to watch you fail at doing what you love. As I'm twitching my face, and I look at his little shit. Listen, motherfucker, I created you from nothing. I am God in these what ifs, and all my friends know us. We are gods among you making the story. Yeah, and sometimes you guys fail at making 18 plus scenes and are too embarrassed to even make them. Belle's face gives me a smirk. The story's not started yet, Belle, so I will show your mouth. Otherwise, your story's gonna be rough. I'm like, do your worst. Does face at him. Okay. Proud Cornell ship Railjack flies into the wormhole, crashing somewhere. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Yeah, it's like, fuck you, Belle. Oh, God. Quick minute there. He's not in the stage, thank God. So I'm just gonna tell you one thing. I have to go to dentist appointment again. I just got back, and they told me I had 2 cavities, and oh boy, I have to get them filled. Everyone rest and chat. I won't be able to record for a while, so you're lucky this will be the first recording that you'll be hearing from me until I recover. Anyway, narrator, help me, please. As Belle is literally flirting in the flash, grabs his Umbra and just goes into his orbiter and trying to steal the damn railjack and making sure the orbiter is intact. Belle manages to stop the railjack from crashing. However, the railjack systems are severely damaged, so he's just stuck in orbit, or it's hovering around this planet, which looks like Earth, but not. I suppose Cephalon, I forget the Cephalon's name for the railjack. I'll go back into it as soon as I come back or recover. As down to port. 75, 77% of the systems are damaged. The other systems are still functional. As I was like, oh, thank God. And my orbiter? As he turns to the orbiter, your orbiter seems to be fine. It survived. It seems to have survived. Just some bumps and bruises there. As Belle's like, oh, thank God. Crew, repair the hull. As Belle's like, yeah, well, by any chance, Ortis and Cephalon, do you know where we are? As both of them say, no, we do not know where we are. This is uncharted. This is uncharted to us. As Bill's like, ah, great. Well, looks like Lotus is gonna kick my ass. As Bell leaves the railjack engine is just an orbiter. As soon as he enters, everything is a mess. He's like, oh my Jesus, why is everything a mess? Oh no, not my collectibles, not my bobbleheads. And he has old bobbleheads of every Warframe, because this man spent so much plat that he was so broke that he couldn't buy anymore, but got more from selling his legendary parts that he already had. This motherfucker grinded like a fucking beast, so other Tenno could give him plat. And the old noob skin can't really match out without it, because the noob skin's pretty stylish, I'm not gonna lie. You have to admit, when you're going back to noob skin, it brings you back to when you were a noob and everything, and hey, narrator, shut the fuck up about your fucking shit. And oh my fucking, I forget, you have fucking self-awareness, and you know I'm fucking talking and narrating. Yes, I fucking do. Now shut the fuck up and help me. As I look at him like, why should I help you? I'm in the middle of doing something. Like, well, your viewers always want to know your real name. It is. Okay, okay, shut the fuck up. Don't want my fake name to be fucking revealed. Oh, fucking asshole. As Bell walks around the ship and puts everything back, as then he just sees the infected room like, oh, it still survived. Not to say I'm surprised, because it survived even in stasis. As Bell Bean's like, good thing it survived, because I can give whatever, how warframe's on this damn plant. As Bell gets out of his railjack, out of his orbiter, and flies down straight into the planet with his ship. However, he thinks of a good idea. He says to make his ship go into cloak, which is a smart move because as soon as he arrived there, he could tell that there was not anything technological because Order scanned the planet several times and there's no technology. So the best thing that Bell could do was get out of his warframe, and it was an Umbra, because Umbra could follow him. And as Bell said to Umbra, like to follow him and make sure he's not seen. As Bell begins walking towards what appeared to be a city in the middle of a giant city and a giant tower. Tower looked like it was reaching up all the way to the sky. And this kind of impressed, not impressed, just impressed Bell, because there was a similar tower in Cetus, but didn't reach all the way to the sky. Or actually did. As Bell begins walking towards the city, the more he moves closer to it, the more he can see that it's like all looking in modern aged, or just back in like the 1800s. As he was about to start walking into the gate, a guard stopped him. Guard's like, please state your ID and name, sir. As Bell's like, eh. As guard repeated again, please identify your ID or village or date of birth. As he's like, I don't have my papers, so what could I do just to get in? As the guy looks at him like, there's a second option. You see, you just have to register as a citizen here, but however, you have to pay a tax every so often, like every 2 months. And Bell's like, what? Just 2 months? After 2 months, I have to pay it. As the guard's like, yep. As he's like, so I don't have to pay each month? As guard's like, no. It gives you more time to get you more credits. And in real life, guys, that would be the greatest deal ever if you think about it, because all of us have to pay at the end of the month. But however, you have 2 months to pay until you have to pay it. So that's a pretty good deal. As Bell's like, okay, where can I sign up? As the guard points behind him that there's a registration thing. As Bell walks over there and waits in line for several minutes. As soon as he gets into the cashier or the register, he asks the lady about one thing. So, do I have to specifically put my date or village? And she says, well, it's an option to put where your village is, but you don't have to, you don't want to, but that would cause a bit of suspicion. As Bell's like, okay, I guess I'll just put in the village that I was at before. As Bell begins writing down the names of the village is called Cetus. As everyone looks at the thing like, I never heard this name before. Are you sure this is real? And Bell's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I came from there. The villagers were actually helping me a lot, so I'd say that was my village. As she's like, adequate. Since you're saying it is true, so I'll believe you. As she beats in the documents and hands him his documents and certificate, making sure that he's a civilian, and gives him some vouch and gives him some ballots for pay for the next 2 months. I suppose thank you, I guess. As Belle just leaves the register and begins to start exploring the city. During this, someone up above could be seen observing the mortal realm. She was holding a glass. Her clothing was red and black. As she just sighs, like, nothing interesting is in this mortal plane anymore. I have everything. The moment as she was about to leave, something caught her eye. She looks at it and just sees a soul that was pure white. White, white as she could ever seen. However, within the whiteness could be seen darkness, but not your normal kind of darkness as an evil. A darkness that would be linking to your very soul, or a cross between something else. However, she could not see that far in because all she could see was just white. As she just looked at him like, interesting. Ora, as Freya called him, he just stepped out of the corner of the eye saying a word like, yes, my goddess. I want you to investigate that person. See what you can dig up. As Ora says, yes, my lady. And Ora just disappears in the darkness. As Freya just smiles and just like, looks like I have found something interesting. As Belle like gets shivers down the spine like, oh, I feel like I'm being watched by a stalker. Stalker in the room like, huh? Did someone call my name? Like the actual stalker. He's like, oh wait, only problem. As Stalker just realized, like, oh, like, not me, just a stalker. God, I always get those confused with calling my name. To be honest, that's probably is true. Just when you say, there's a stalker, and there's stalker appears out of nowhere, it's like, I am your reckoning. As all of a sudden, like, not you, an actual stalker. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Peace. Just leaves and just drop something to help the person. Just there's a stalker, just like a gun, just like, yada say. As the gun just the noise from goes like muda. If you guys think that I'm like having like too much fun, just tell me. And plus, if you like Belle's like new design and everything, this will be what it looked like for his operator form, and for his adult form, will just be like the standard look. Him being older, because one thing is gonna be interesting, just like he just transforms to his older self, or let his older self take control. And when he's like walking out of the alley, like someone like says, "Hey, you, are you?" As someone turns him around, he's like an adult, and this will confuse like a certain god. Like, wait, is this the right person? Because it's a known fact that mortals can't age rapidly; they age slowly, but each time they get older. But however, they will get confused because they don't remember this guy being old, like an adult. Right now, Belle, I'm going to say, is actually 14 because he's old, and benefits of having the void power, your age gets slowed dramatically to the point where each time you like win a fight, you get like more stronger, however, you get more younger. Or your cells begin to slowly like halt in the age or whatever. It's like Viltrumite, but not like Omni Man. But you get what I'm saying. As Bo begins looking around, he's like, "Good thing I have my jacket. That one's just giving me a cold shoulder." As he goes into the alleyway without even knowing that three people were following him. However, as soon as he enters the alleyway, he just turns around and just looks at three people. One was a big guy, could be a level 2. The other could be a level 1, holding a knife. The other one was holding an axe. As the big guy was holding a sword, like, okay, kid. The middle one, okay, kid, give us your clothes and we'll let you off with just a warning. As Bill just turns to him and just says, a warning? Is that all you got? Because as Bell puts on his, or grabs his amp and just shoots it at one of them, shoots one of them in the arm, they'll be dummy too, like, ah! And plus, everyone's walking by. It was too noisy, so no one could hear them. As Bill's just walking over to him and saying, God damn it, I'm having a stuffy nose, and my mouth's being clogged up by my own nostrils. Oh, God, this is so bad. As Bell shoots the guy's arm off, like, what the hell? What the hell shot me? An arrow? As Bell's like, it's not an arrow. It's, what would you call my magic? Bell's like, I can't believe I'm saying my thing's magic. It's actually the void. What the hell? I don't really like saying that. Ugh. As the guy's like, you die, motherfucker. The first guy charging at Bell with a dagger. Bell just like a cookie, like grabs the guy's arm and slowly twisting it. Well, by the way, I'm gonna say because there's a skill tree that increases your strength for an operator, because that's what Bell's doing. His skill tree's like maxed out for strength. So he just actually like twists the guy's arm and breaks it off and beats him with it. As the guy tried to run away, Bell teleports in front of him and punches him in the face, knocking him to the ground where the other three are. As all three are backing up in fear of him, like, so, do you enjoy picking on people look weak to you? As he's like, no, please, if you let us go, I won't tell my God, or our goddess. As he just looks at him like, you're an idiot. I don't really believe in gods, but there is one god that I really don't want to talk about. However, you won't be able to tell anyone since you're already dead. As Suzuki lifted up his palm and shot all of them in the head, and threw something down to make their bodies turn to nothing but ash. As Suzuki teleported onto the rooftop and begins to keep teleporting to the down part of the city, till he eventually found an abandoned church. He's like, whew. Using some of my amp energy is not easy. Didn't want anyone to find me out, so. As then Bell just hears a creak. As he turns to his right to see someone walking in. As she just looks at him like, who are you? As Bella says, I am Belle Cornell, like, are you, wait, as a person, Black says, wait, are you here to join my family finally? As Belle's like, wait, what? And that's going to be stopping the video here. And I know. Why stop it here, X? This is the best part. You know what? If my dad makes an appointment early, I may be able to upload part 2 after my appointment, or when my appointment gets started, or after my appointment gets done, I could post that. You know what the fuck I mean. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Goodbye.